Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Now it's second down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. It's a nice game. They move the football up to the 27.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's solid run. Good for first down yardage. Tailback with another carry. Fighting off the defender. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Running with purpose. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Quick throw, catch made. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Second down, looking to throw it. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. 11th play of the drive coming up. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. That's a big-time drop.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Wow, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against the jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down out at the 46.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting...
And the pass is intercepted. good. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but the pick set up the offense at the 35.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in the 3rd down. What is that offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Trying to extend the play. He's going to pull it down and run. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now the all-important extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he's got it again. Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Bringing it out. It's Knight. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks, but there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like...
Oh, the pass is picked off. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he
fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's
trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack.
Oh, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here. First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain. The
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Touchdown, Texas. This offense cannot be stopped. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. First down here for this offense. I'll flip back to the QB. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Who doesn't love an old-fashioned flea flicker? The defense sees run. They come flying down to make the tackle right as the receivers run right past them.
He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Offense takes the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pass rush closing in. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Receiver in motion now. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And there's the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Get some space around the 30. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, tied.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Knight. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Jukes past the defender. He's in the clear. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they go in front here in the second half.
Oh, my. What a Great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. First play of the drive now from the 25. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Takes the handoff again. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in 1 play. Can they keep it going? Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's an 11-point lead, 35-24. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down there. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Hey, that's what you're looking for right now as an offense. Nice big chunk play like that. Moving the ball now into plus territory. Keep looking for those big plays downfield and hope to be able to get the ball into the end zone.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And this one is caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets him a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice game here. They get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he scores. Touchdown, Alabama. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
First down. Looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Oh, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the return decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble of the day for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Offense getting ready for their last drive. Time ticking away here in the final quarter. He tosses it back. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, and he just throws it away. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Here's a target, and it's complete. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Great job by the defense there preserving the 3-point lead. But now in the 4th quarter, this is a crucial possession for this offense. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff...